Hey girls, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to the True Feminine Show. My name is Rachel. I am the host of this show, and I'm a dating and relationship coach. And I talk all things dating and relationships, masculine and feminine energy, what makes attraction work, the psychology of men, and so much more. So whether you've been following me for years on the podcast, I love you. Or maybe you're new around here, I love you too. And you love videos like this, go ahead and like and subscribe to get more videos on how to attract men and how to keep them. Without further ado though, let's dive into today's topic. Today's topic is a juicy one, okay? Why? Because we are talking about your mindset. 2 powerful feminine mindset shifts that you can make today to become wildly attractive to men. And as you know, if you've been in my world for a while, you'll hear me say that when it comes to dating and relationships are really an inside job. It's an inside game. 80% your inner game and 20% strategy. Yet most people want to skip and say, give me the strategy, give me the strategy, give me the strategy, while completely ignoring the inner work and the inside job that we need to do. And one of the part of working through the inside job is our minds, our mindsets, and how we're showing up, how we show up thinking, viewing, seeing dating, and seeing men and viewing men and energy around that. So we're going to just touch on 2 really important ways to make you more attractive. So let's dive into number 1. Number 1 is become the source of your own happiness. Becoming the source of your own happiness, okay? So a good question for you to ask is, this man I like the source of my happiness? Is he the main source of my happiness, or am I the main source of my happiness? So you can use this with anything that you desire in life, but with men, this really works. If you can do a self check-in and ask yourself, shoot, am I the source of my own happiness, or am I constantly pining and trying to find outside sources, things outside of myself to make me happy? We do this. This causes us to attach really easily to men when we're dating them, because all of a sudden we see them as the source of our joy, our happiness. They're adding something to our life that we didn't have, and therefore we can't seem to lose this person. When you show up in that energy of, oh my gosh, I can't lose this person, grab tight, don't let go, you actually end up doing the thing you don't want to do, which is push him away. A man feels a lot of pressure when he knows that he is the source of your own happiness. This is why it's super important for women to really live a vibrant life, to actually ask yourself, there was no man in my life, not one man that I liked. I was single for the rest of my life. What would I do in my day-to-day to bring joy to my life? What are the activities I would try? What would I do to enhance my life, to enhance my world? Sit with that and ask yourself. And as you ask yourself, think of the things that come up. And usually it's really important for you to begin to do those things before a man shows up, so that when a man does show up, he sees, wow, this woman is really active. She has a lot going on. She really has a very vibrant, enjoyable life. A man begins to think, ooh, she's safe. She's safe to come close to, because if I come close to her, she's not going to grip me, death grip me and hold me, pin me down, make me stay in a corner. She's going to probably allow me to have a certain level of freedom within my relationship and autonomy, because she has so much autonomy and so much happening in her own world. Now, I want to be careful here. We don't want to confuse busyness, like aimless busyness, with having a vibrant life. So sometimes women hide behind busyness, and sometimes we will hide like behind doing things over, doing tons and tons of things and staying so busy that there's no rest. We're not getting any rest in our life. We feel like we're run ragged. We have 0 time to date. We have 0 time to invest in dating at all. So you want to be careful and check yourself, because it is a fine line. Am I just being a busybody, or am I doing things that really fulfill my world, that enhance my world, that bring joy, that bring life, that bring bring all of these good things into my life. So start now. And when the man comes, he will automatically be so much more attracted to you. Okay. Now, another question to ask yourself, am I super depleted? And how can I find a little more rest and relaxation? How can I give myself rest and relaxation? Because one of the most attractive qualities in all humans is rest. A person who is well rested. Why do you think people call it beauty sleep, right? So beauty sleep is a term that we've heard our lives. Oh, I have to go get my beauty sleep, meaning I value my sleep because I know it enhances my beauty. I never understood that as a little girl, but now I fully get it. What they're saying is a woman who's fully rested, who really feels rejuvenated, automatically brightens up. She's like already lit up when she walks into life. She's got a bounce about her, right? And so I want you to ask yourself, where am I depleted and where can I grant myself more rest and relaxation? One, because I'm worth it and I'm worthy of that. And two, because that makes me automatically much more attractive to everyone in the world around me. So something to think about. Okay, let's dive in to number two. Number two is slowing your energy down. Another way of putting this would be releasing your sense of urgency, releasing urgency, letting go of urgency. And oh my gosh, girls, how many of you, when you're dating and you're out there on the field, and maybe you're mid to late 20s, in your early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. I need to make this happen right now. I need to make this happen today. So ask yourself, how urgent am I? And do a little assessment right now. Ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how urgent is my energy around dating, relationships, finding a husband? Sit with that question, okay? Let's keep going. How urgent are you around that? Your urgency actually repels men. And what is urgent? Urgent is the opposite of slowing down, isn't it? It's like I'm speeding up, I'm pushing, I'm almost like forcing myself. I have some sort of like forceful energy that I'm bringing to dating, to my relationship, to the world around me, okay? So if you can begin to slow yourself down, genuinely, like just embrace the slow moving world. So this could look like, let's say you begin talking to a man and he's not texting you back right away. And you're just like, okay, maybe I need to say something else. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I said something wrong, or okay, I'm just going to text him again. Okay, so resist that urge to do that. Remember, only 20% of everything in dating and relationships is strategic and 80% is the inner game. So how can I put energy towards myself and on myself and say, you know what? I want you to say this quote to yourself. There is nothing that needs to happen right now. Nothing needs to happen right now. This is a powerful thing to tell yourself, because when we feel urgent and anxious, like we need to make something happen, we need to push for it, we're thinking that something immediately needs to happen. We need to get on something quickly, or else what? Or else we might lose it, or we might not get there. We're going to lose something. When we go urgent, we have a deep-seated belief that we're about to lose something. And I want you to be very careful with this, because you need to ask yourself, am I really going to lose something? I can't lose something that's not really mine anyways. And a lot of times at the beginning of our dating process, just because a man has pursued us, he's asked us out a few times, we've gone on a few dates, we automatically start thinking that this person's ours and we must keep them. But rather, what I want you to do instead is to say, I can't really lose what's not mine, so let me calm down. I don't know enough about this person. And also, I'm going to take on a mindset of abundance, which says, you know what? There is an abundance of men. So if this doesn't work out with this guy, as much as I am smitten about him, it's okay, because there's other guys to meet. There's other opportunities. This is not my last and final opportunity to find the man of my dreams. But when you think it is, you go very urgent. You start getting antsy. You start feeling like you need to grab something and make something happen. But that is the first thing that will turn a man off. If a man feels pushiness from you, he will see you as unsafe. He will feel like you are not a safe person to get closer to. Therefore, he'll back away. So I want to also be clear here. This doesn't mean that you do not express a need or express something you desire, because your desires also matter. So it's okay to express needs or desires, but you do it from a place of non-scarcity, of non-lack, of abundance, which is like, hey, it's fine if you're not there. Seriously, I want you to do what you want to do. But for me, I love hearing from someone multiple times a week. It feels good to hear from the person I'm talking to or I'm dating during the week. And I notice you're not much of a texter. So if that's how you are, that's totally fine. But it's just something I'm noticing, and I just have to see if that works for me. So now you're going, he's allowed to be that way, but I have to see if this works for me or not, instead of like pushing him for that or begging him or trying to get him to do something. You release it. So no matter what happens, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. And I don't need anything to happen right now, right in this instant. And another thing I want to remind you of is that men love the unraveling of things, the unfolding. I often talk about a ball of yarn and how it slowly unravels. It's not just like, the end of a toilet paper roll that's like, whoop, or a yo-yo that's like, boom, down fast, closed off, up and down. It's this slow unraveling. So I want you to ask yourself, am I being like a ball of yarn? Am I being the slow unravel that is what is so magnetic and attractive? It's so sensual to a man. It's very attractive. And it says to the guy, wow, she's not in any rush. So the more that you slow down, it causes a man to want to speed things up with you or to talk to you more. So even with how you talk, how you walk, what you do, try to slow down and remind yourself that I have time. I'm not running out of time. Even if you think you are, continue to tell yourself, I'm right where I need to be. I'm not running out of time. The right person's going to find me no matter what. And nothing actually needs to happen right now in this moment. And another great thing that you can do when you're feeling urgent is to turn your phone off. Literally turn your phone off for an hour at least. If you could do it like for the rest of the night, do it. Because when you turn your phone off, it forces you to not be like looking and looking and looking at your phone constantly. It forces you to spend time with your own self. It forces you to actually take a lot of your energy off of that man, which is potent and powerful. And it also makes you extremely magnetic. So that's all I want to say today. So remember, being the source of your own happiness is a huge mindset shift that you need to start implementing and trying to work that into your world. And number 2, slowing down and releasing that sense of urgency. Those 2 things alone can instantly make you magnetic to all the men around you without you saying a word. Okay, a word. Try those out. See how you do. And if you have any more questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'd be happy to talk to you in the comment section just about like the struggles or any follow-up questions you have about this topic. And as always, I love you girls, and I hope you enjoy that. And if you want high-touch mentorship with me and you want to join my life-changing 10-week program called the True Feminine Academy, so many of my girls are in successful relationships, engaged, married, now having babies. It's freaking amazing. If you want to join that, the link will be left below, and you can either get on the wait list or purchase a spot in that program today, depending on when you're watching this, whether it's opened or not. But be sure to put your name down on that wait list and join when you feel most aligned and led to. I take girls through an incredible journey that's so in-depth and so intense. It can be really life-changing and transformative. Love you girls, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.